Stick around until the end of the video to hear my thoughts on if you should wait to buy silver or if you should buy more right now. What's up YouTube, Silver Dragons here. In this video, I'm going to unbox some silver that I recently picked up, and then we have a lot to talk about. We're going to talk about the price of silver, the price of gold. We'll talk about the inflation numbers that just came out for July. Also, we'll talk about the possibility of rate hikes at the next FOMC meeting in September. All that and more. Let's do it. Thank you so much for watching my video. I do sincerely appreciate it. If you want to learn more about investing in precious metals, or if you just want to watch awesome videos about gold and silver, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Alright, so first things first, let's get this package unboxed or unpackaged or whatever you want to call it. This is some silver that I picked up private party, and honestly, I don't even remember what I got. So, let's see what it is. I know it's silver. All right, we got a package within the package. Love to see that. And a package within the package within the package. It's like Inception up in here. There we go. 2 5-ounce silver bars. Those are really cool. I'll show you both of them here. How sweet is that? Now, I don't exactly remember who makes these or anything really about them, but hey, silver is silver. I did post a video recently saying all that you have to have is the weight and the purity on there, right? And then it is a legit recognizable silver product. So we got the weight, 5 ounce, the purity, 3/9 fine silver. So there you go. I guess these are cast silver bars. And I think the other side is just, yeah, it's got nothing on the other side. But pretty sweet, so we will add those to the stack. Now let's take a look at precious metals prices. All right, here we are looking at the silver price chart over the last month, and we are now at a 1-month high. So the current spot price for silver is $20.95. We're up 29 cents on the day. So silver had a nice little pop, and that had to do with the inflation numbers coming out. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But if we zoom out year to date, we can see the price of silver is still much lower than it was back in March. So we got a lot of ground to make up there. If we take a look at the price of gold, we can see gold was up today as well. Let's zoom into the 1-month chart. Looks like we're at a 1-month high for gold. And we are up $7.41 at the moment. Gold is up over $1,800 an ounce. Let's take a look at the gold-silver ratio, and that is coming down. We can see over here it's down 0.8. So yeah, the GSR is coming down. So silver and gold both went up in price today, but silver moved up faster than gold. So silver making up a little bit of ground on gold there, tightening that ratio. And let's actually take a look at the inflation numbers, because this will sort of paint a picture for what's going on. And I do want to mention also that SD Bullion is doing a giveaway, 500 American Silver Eagles. If you want to enter that giveaway for yourself, it'll be the first link down below in the description of this video. Also, they got some really good deals going on with silver. They got this spot deal going on, and you want to make sure you take advantage of that before the price of silver goes up even more. I mean, who knows where it's going to go tomorrow? Hopefully it will dip so we can buy silver cheaper, right? But we'll have to wait and see. So let's take a look at the inflation numbers. So this website here is called rateinflation.com, and I just like the way that they have this presented, showing the inflation month to month. The numbers that came out for July, we're looking at 8.5% inflation, which is slightly down from the previous month. June, it was over 9%, although the real inflation rate was probably much higher than that. So back in June, if we look at shadow stats, we can see the inflation was actually over 17%, which is impressive, right? Highest inflation since the 1940s. But with the government, doctoring the numbers and things like that, We just have this number of 9%, which is what we're looking at right here. But if we look throughout the whole year, 2022, January inflation was over 7%, and then in February it went slightly up from the month before. March it went slightly up from the month before, and then April it went slightly down. So it's not that uncommon to see inflation, kind of go up and down slightly. But the bottom line is inflation is really high every single month. Then May inflation went up, June it went up to this ridiculous high, and now it's come down slightly. But the reason it's come down mostly just has to do with gas prices. So now we are over at kitconews.com, and this article came out today, just not too long ago. The headline is "Gold Price Jumps as U.S. Inflation Cools a Bit in July, but Key Core Metric Pace Remains Unchanged." So let's dive into this a little bit. Gold rallied after inflation in the U.S. cooled slightly in July, coming in at 8.5%, which is still close to its highest annual rate in 4 decades. The U.S. Consumer Price Index, or CPI, came in at 8.5% in July and was lower than the market expectation of 8.7%. The most recent data follows June's 9.1% annual gain. On a monthly basis, the headline number was unchanged from the last month, following an advance of 1.3% in June. The flat number was mainly due to a 7.7% drop in gasoline prices, which offset increases in other sectors. So yeah, gas prices came down a little bit, right? So if we look at the crude oil price back in June, it was well over $100 a barrel, but the price for oil has been coming down since then. So with lower oil prices, we're seeing lower gasoline prices, and this is affecting the overall inflation number. But that doesn't mean inflation is not still really high or even going up in other areas. If we get back to the article, we could see this part here says the food index continued to rise, increasing 1.1% over the month, as the food at home index rose 1.3%. So yeah, I mean, food prices are still going up. It is nice to have a little bit cheaper gasoline, but gasoline prices are still really high compared to what they have been over the last few years. And then if we go down here, this part says the July CPI data was the most anticipated release of the week, as markets attempted to gauge how aggressive the Federal Reserve could be at the September meeting. So yeah, I mean, a lot of us are wondering what the Fed will do at the September meeting, and this will kind of give us an idea of their game plan. Are they going to raise interest rates another 75 basis points, or perhaps slow down on the rate hikes and only do a 50 basis point hike? So it'll be really interesting to see, but we can look at the CME Group FedWatch tool. We can see the percentage chance, or the probability, that they're going to raise rates by 50 or 75 basis points. So this first one here, 60.5% chance that they're only going to raise rates by 50 basis points. And then the second one here, 39.5% chance that they're going to raise rates by 75 basis points. And based on what they do, I believe this will have a drastic effect on gold and silver prices, if we will see them kind of get smashed down again, or if we will see them go up. Now, I will say the next FOMC meeting is not until kind of the end of September, so we have a lot of time until then. But I do not think they're going to do another 75 basis point rate hike. I think they're probably going to do just a 50 basis point rate hike, but we will have to wait and see. And then obviously, a lot of stuff can happen between now and then. A lot of news can come out, It'll be interesting to see how everything plays out. But ultimately, I think they are going to pivot. They're going to lower rates back down to zero. And then I think eventually we will see a really big pop in the price of silver. All right, I know we bounced around quite a bit in this video. We started off talking about where silver is now, then we talked about inflation and oil and what the Fed might do next. But I want to end on silver and if you should purchase it now or if you should wait to buy more silver, because I know some of you are looking at the 1 month silver chart and saying, well, silver has gone up a bit over the last month. Maybe I should wait for the price to come down a little bit before I buy some more. Or, maybe the Fed is going to keep fighting inflation hard and it's going to drop the price of silver even more, and then I should buy when that happens. Here's the bottom line. In my opinion, it's always a good time to be buying physical silver. Look at this round right here. Honest value never fails. What are you doing when you're buying physical silver? You're storing your wealth in a precious metal. This is real money right here. Silver retains its value over long periods of time. It doesn't matter what happens to the price of silver this week, next month. I'm going to be buying more either way. I don't care. I would rather store my wealth in ounces than in dollars. So what do you think is going to happen to the price of silver over the next few weeks, over the next few months? Feel free to leave a comment down below in the comment section. Also, do you care what happens to the price of silver? Do you care if it goes down a few bucks or goes up a few bucks? Is this going to slow down or speed up your buying? Or are you just going to continue to transfer your wealth into real money, right? Get away from that fiat currency that we know is eventually destined to fail. Anyway, I do want to say a massive thank you so much for watching my video, and I will see you all in the next one. Silver Dragons out.